Trevor Lawrence, the Jaguars' star quarterback, has been searching for his perfect match on the field. Could Brian Thomas Jr., the explosive rookie from LSU, be the missing piece? With a 4.33-second 40-yard dash and a nation-leading 17 touchdowns in college, Thomas brings speed and scoring ability that could transform Jacksonville's offense. The Jaguars selected Thomas in the first round, and it's easy to see why. At 6'3" and 209 pounds, he's a physical marvel with the potential to dominate. But will his college success translate to the NFL? That's the question on everybody's mind. A strong connection between quarterback and receiver can make or break an offense. It's about more than just throwing and catching. It's about trust, timing, and understanding. If Lawrence and Thomas can develop that bond, we might see something special in Jacksonville. Are we about to witness a new era for the Jaguars? Only time will tell, but the pieces are certainly in place for an exciting transformation. As the Jaguars gear up for a new era, one rookie stands out at the center of it all. Brian Thomas Jr. dominated college defenses, but can he crack the NFL code? His journey from LSU star to pro prospect might hold the key to Jacksonville's offensive future. Let's talk about Thomas's college career, because it's nothing short of impressive. In his final season at LSU, he put up numbers that turned heads across the nation. We're talking 68 receptions, 1,177 yards, and a whopping 17 touchdowns. That's not just good, that's leading the entire country in touchdown receptions. But here's the thing, college success doesn't always translate to the NFL. So, what makes the Jaguars think Thomas is the real deal? It's all about his unique combination of size and speed. At 6'3" and 209 pounds, he's got the physical presence to dominate on the field. And when you pair that with a blazing 4.33-second 40-yard dash, you've got a receiver who can outrun and outmuscle defenders. Jaguars general manager Trent Baalke couldn't contain his excitement about Thomas's potential. He said, quote, "He's got the production to back it up," unquote, highlighting how Thomas's college performance wasn't just a fluke. It's this mix of proven results and raw talent that has the Jaguars feeling like they've struck gold. Now, picture this. It's 3rd and long. The Jaguars need a big play. Thomas lines up wide, uses his speed to beat the cornerback, and hauls in a deep pass from Trevor Lawrence. This isn't just a daydream. It's exactly the kind of scenario Jacksonville is banking on. Thomas excelled in scoring touchdowns on go or fade routes in college, catching 10 such touchdowns last season. That's the kind of deep threat the Jaguars have been missing. But it's not just about the highlight reel plays. The Jaguars see Thomas as a key piece in their red zone offense too. His size and leaping ability make him a prime target when the field gets short and defenses tighten up. Could this be the solution to Jacksonville's scoring woes? Of course, the transition to the NFL isn't always smooth sailing. Thomas's route running has been flagged as an area for improvement, but the Jaguars have a plan. Offensive coordinator Press Taylor is taking a methodical approach, focusing on short and intermediate routes early in camp. It's all about building a foundation and gradually expanding Thomas's role in the offense. Some analysts are already drawing comparisons between Thomas and elite LSU receivers like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. That's some seriously high praise. But Thomas isn't trying to be the next anyone. He's aiming to carve out his own identity in the NFL. While Thomas aims to make his mark, another young star is quietly transforming into a leader. Trevor Lawrence, once the rookie sensation himself, now faces a new challenge. Can he become the mentor that unlocks Thomas's potential? Their partnership might just hold the key to Jacksonville's offensive future. Trevor Lawrence's journey in the NFL has been a roller coaster of expectations and growth. Drafted first overall in 2021, Lawrence was heralded as a generational talent. His rookie season was a baptism by fire, filled with struggles and learning experiences. But Lawrence showed resilience, steadily improving his game and decision-making. In his second year, we saw flashes of brilliance from Lawrence. His ability to read defenses and make quick, accurate throws improved dramatically. He led the Jaguars to a division title and a playoff victory, showcasing the leadership qualities that made him such a coveted prospect. Now, as he enters his third season, Lawrence faces a new kind of challenge. He's not just the face of the franchise anymore, he's becoming a mentor to the team's young talent, especially Brian Thomas Jr. This role requires a different set of skills, blending his growing NFL experience with the ability to teach and inspire. Lawrence's approach to working with new receivers is all about communication and patience. He understands that building chemistry takes time and effort. In training camp, we've seen Lawrence spending extra time with Thomas, working on timing and discussing route adjustments. What's impressive is how Lawrence is helping Thomas navigate the complexities of the NFL game. He's been quick to praise Thomas's progress, noting, quote, "I think he's done a great job of learning that, because that's something you don't really do as much in college. I think now he's getting to the point where he's starting to play faster," unquote. This kind of positive reinforcement is crucial for a rookie's confidence. Lawrence isn't just throwing passes, he's actively investing in Thomas's development. He's sharing insights on how to read NFL defenses, adjust routes on the fly, and find soft spots in coverage. All skills that Lawrence himself has been honing over the past 2 seasons. The growing chemistry between Lawrence and Thomas is evident in their practice sessions. Lawrence commented, quote, "Some of the routes have been just a little sharper as we've gone on, which has been great to see," unquote. This improvement in precision and timing is exactly what the Jaguars need to elevate their passing game. Lawrence's experience can be invaluable in helping Thomas adapt to the NFL's complexities. He knows firsthand the challenges of transitioning from college to the pros, the speed of the game, the complexity of playbooks, and the pressure of performing on the big stage. By sharing these experiences, Lawrence can help Thomas avoid common rookie pitfalls and accelerate his development. But here's an interesting twist. This mentorship role might actually be the key to unlocking Lawrence's own potential. Teaching often reinforces learning, and as Lawrence breaks down concepts for Thomas, he's likely deepening his own understanding of the game. This could lead to sharper decision-making and more nuanced play calling at the line of scrimmage. Moreover, having a dynamic weapon like Thomas at his disposal could open up new dimensions in Lawrence's game. As their connection grows stronger, we might see Lawrence taking more calculated risks, knowing he has a receiver who can make tough catches in tight coverage. The Lawrence-Thomas partnership represents more than just a quarterback throwing to a receiver. It's about 2 young talents pushing each other to reach new heights. If they can sync up their skills and mindsets, the Jaguars' offense could become one of the most exciting to watch in the NFL. The Jaguars' offense stands at a crossroads. On one side, the promise of Lawrence and Thomas. On the other, the challenges of the past. But here's the real question. Will the addition of Thomas be enough to elevate the entire offensive unit? The answer might surprise even the most dedicated fans. Let's talk about the Jaguars' offensive performance last season. It wasn't all smooth sailing. They ranked 21st in red zone touchdown percentage, leaving points on the field when it mattered most. That's where Brian Thomas Jr. comes in. With his nation-leading 17 touchdown catches at LSU, he brings a scoring threat that could be a game changer in those crucial moments. But Thomas isn't just about the end zone. He's got the speed to stretch the field, and that opens up a world of possibilities for the entire offense. Picture this. Thomas racing down the sideline, drawing the defense's attention, while Christian Kirk and Evan Engram find soft spots in the coverage. It's this kind of domino effect that could transform Jacksonville's passing game. The Jaguars' offensive coordinator, Press Taylor, has a plan to make it all happen. He's not throwing Thomas into the deep end right away. Instead, they're focusing on short and intermediate routes in early camp. It's all about building a strong foundation. As Thomas gets more comfortable, they'll gradually expand his role to utilize those deep threat capabilities that make him such a standout in college. This approach isn't just smart for Thomas's development. It's a strategy that could pay off big for the entire offense. By starting with the basics, the Jaguars are ensuring that Thomas integrates smoothly with the existing playbook. As he masters each new element, the offensive possibilities multiply. But here's the thing, Thomas's impact goes beyond his own routes. His presence on the field creates opportunities for his teammates. Defenses will have to respect his deep threat ability, potentially opening up more space for Kirk and Engram to operate. It's like adding a new chess piece that changes the entire game. The Jaguars' general manager, Trent Baalke, couldn't contain his excitement about what Thomas brings to the table. He emphasized that Thomas has a unique skill set that the team hasn't had before. That's not just good news for Thomas, it's exciting for the entire offensive unit. New skills mean new strategies, new plays, and new ways to keep defenses guessing. As Thomas and Lawrence build their chemistry, we might see some exciting new wrinkles in the Jaguars' offense. Maybe we'll see more play-action passes, taking advantage of Thomas's ability to get behind the defense. Or perhaps we'll see more creative red zone packages, using Thomas's size and leaping ability to create mismatches. The potential is there for a real offensive evolution in Jacksonville. With Thomas stretching the field vertically, Kirk working the intermediate routes, and Engram causing havoc in the middle, Lawrence has a diverse set of weapons at his disposal. It's like a Swiss Army knife of receiving options, each one deadly in its own way. Of course, potential is one thing. Turning that potential into on-field production is another challenge entirely. The Jaguars will need to be patient as Thomas adjusts to the NFL game. There might be growing pains, missed connections, and learning moments. But if they can weather those early storms, the payoff could be huge. Thomas's college stats are impressive, but the NFL is a different beast. With 17 touchdowns in his final season at LSU, expectations are sky high. Yet, as training camp reports trickle in, a question looms. Is Thomas truly ready for the big leagues, or will his adjustment period leave Lawrence and the Jaguars' offense hanging in the balance? Let's talk about the learning curve for rookie receivers in the NFL. It's steep, and Thomas is right in the thick of it. Reports from training camp suggest a slow start, which isn't unusual for a rookie. The complexities of NFL offenses can be overwhelming at first. Thomas is working on refining his route running and adapting to the speed of the pro game. But here's the thing, Thomas isn't alone in his journey. Trevor Lawrence is right there with him, offering guidance and support. Lawrence has observed Thomas's adapting to the team's offense, saying, quote, "He's done a great job of learning. You can see it clicking more, where he has more confidence," unquote. This growing chemistry between quarterback and receiver is crucial for their success. The Jaguars coaching staff is taking a smart approach with Thomas. Offensive coordinator Press Taylor is focusing on short and intermediate routes in early camp. It's all about building a solid foundation before expanding Thomas's role. This gradual approach could pay off in the long run, allowing Thomas to gain confidence and comfort in the NFL game. Now, let's consider the areas where both Lawrence and Thomas need to improve to maximize their partnership. For Thomas, it's all about route running precision and adapting to the NFL's more complex defensive schemes. Lawrence, on the other hand, needs to work on his deep ball accuracy to fully utilize Thomas's speed and big play ability. Some analysts are drawing comparisons between Thomas and other successful NFL receivers from LSU like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. That's some seriously high praise, but it's important to remember that every player's journey is unique. Thomas has the physical tools to be great, but his success will depend on how well he can refine his skills and build chemistry with Lawrence. So, what can we realistically expect from Thomas and Lawrence in their first season together? It's likely we'll see a gradual increase in Thomas's role as the season progresses. Many experts anticipate that he could emerge as a key contributor in the second half of the season. This timeline allows Thomas to acclimate to the NFL, while still making an impact where it matters most. Lawrence seems optimistic about Thomas's potential. He's been quoted saying, quote, "The sky's the limit for him," unquote, indicating that if Thomas can play at full speed and confidence, he could become a game-changing player for the Jaguars. This kind of praise from a quarterback can do wonders for a rookie's confidence. The partnership between Lawrence and Thomas represents more than just individual success. It's about elevating the entire Jaguars offense. If they can sync up their skills and build a strong connection, Jacksonville's passing game could become one of the most exciting to watch in the NFL. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The transition from college to the pros is challenging, and there will be likely some growing pains along the way. Patience will be key for both the players and the fans. The real test will come when the regular season starts and Thomas faces NFL-caliber defenses week after week. As we look to the future of the Jaguars, the Lawrence-Thomas partnership holds immense promise. Their potential to elevate Jacksonville's offense is clear, but success isn't guaranteed. It'll take time, patience, and hard work for this duo to reach their full potential. The Jaguars' 2024 season could be a turning point. With Thomas adding a new dimension to the offense, Lawrence might finally have the tools he needs to showcase his true abilities. General Manager Trent Baalke believes Thomas can, quote, "help open up the field," unquote, which could be crucial for the team's success. What do you think about the Lawrence-Thomas connection? Could they be the key to transforming the Jaguars into a playoff contender? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want more NFL content, don't forget to like and subscribe. The future looks bright for Jacksonville fans, and we can't wait to see what unfolds on the field.